For fabrics that are a little unravelly, you do need to put some type of stitch that will keep them from unraveling further after you start to wash them. So we call those like an overlock stitch, and there's 3 stitches on this machine. So stitch number 06, 07, and 08. All of them would give you kind of that jumping over to off the edge to the right feature. So 06, and how would I know that? This is an overlock stitch. When I pick the I, it says 3, and foot 3 is our overlock foot. Now this foot is actually adjustable, so you can see that it has a little screw on the side here that we can move left to right. Plus, if you look kind of down where the needle's going to be, there's a little pin inside that area to help support the stitch. So sometimes when you sew on just a single layer, the fabric is curled when you stitch off of it. It just pulls it around. Well, that little pin is going to be our support system and keep it laying nice and flat. So this fabric, let's just do 08 with this. And again, foot number 3 it shows, and this does have that opening, so make sure that the Singer integrated even feed system is engaged down below here, so make sure that's pulled down. You can pull it down before you put the foot on or after, whichever is easiest for you. And I've adjusted that little red marker to be exactly in front of that pin. That way, when I use it as a guide, which is what it's for, I can just put the fabric right up against that little red marker and stitch. I don't have to do anything. It's just going to go ahead. It stitches over that edge, but gives me something to guide by. So this kind of has a forward and back stitch, but for those of us with sergers or overlock machines, and maybe the machine has black thread on and I need to be like using white thread, and I only need to overlock a small amount, this is one way to go ahead and get it done and not have to spend the time changing the thread on the serger. So when I'm done, just make sure you pull the fabric straight out the back, because that last stitch is probably still stuck on the pin, so if you pull it to the side, it might not release. But look how pretty that stitch is, and look how flat it is, and that's because of the way the foot is designed. These little edges of the green fabric will no longer become unravelly as I use it or wash it, and that is the perfect overlock stitch. What I'm going to actually show you next is an Overcast Inseam stitch. We're going to use the same foot and give you kind of a second version of this in this video right up here. If you click on that little eye popping out, that will take you to the Overcast Inseam video as we continue.